Hello. Hi everyone. Welcome to Selenium Python training program. Guys, if you observe so far, we studied different sets of scenarios and we have performed different kinds of an operations on this Python Selenium so far, right? We studied about how to handle drop downs, checkboxes, radio buttons, capture screenshots, perform a data driven testing, almost all the scenarios which we encounter in any kind of a web application. So far, we studied all the scenarios. And the next and a most important concept here is a framework. So, guys, one thing which we need to know here is a framework means depending on an organization, depending on the framework, whatever they have, or depending on a people, they can customize their framework. There is no specific standard that everyone should follow the same framework. Organization to organization, they can create their own framework and they can follow the framework. So the one which I'm going to explain today is a basic framework which has the info whatever we discussed it so far within this training program. See, what I can say, so far whatever we studied, it's there in a bits and pieces. Now I'm going to add it and frame it in a single structure, and hence I'm calling it as a framework. Okay, so what exactly a framework is and how you need to define this framework. See, in a simple terms, set of rules and regulations which we people need to follow whenever we are automating an application, we can call it as a framework. And every organization has their own customized framework these days. So if you are joining in a company or in a project, they already have an existing framework in place. The only thing what you need to know is use the existing framework, the relation between individual packages inside a framework. That's the most important thing which you need to know. Whichever the framework might be, almost it has a common standard packages, and the way how they are defining the names will be differ. Okay, so this is a high level introduction about the framework. So what I'm going to do right now means go to file, create a new project, and I'm naming it as a framework demo 2 and click on a create button. See, I just want to open this complete framework in a new window. And as soon as we created this framework, see here, creating a virtual environment. So what exactly the meaning of this creating a virtual environment means? Whatever the dependencies we are adding, it's going to keep specific to this particular project. Okay, specific to this particular project, all the environments it's going to add and place it here so that, whenever you share this framework to others, they no need to import all the packages into their editor. Directly, they can use it. Okay, finally, I have created a new project. So in the new project, if you expand here, sorry, so let me expand here. You can see venv libraries a host and a root, and it has the basic libraries, whatever it has. To see the various libraries, whatever this project has, go to file, settings, and here select your project. Say in the project you can select the project interpreter. It has just a pip and setup tools. Usually whenever you are working on your projects, we have to install Selenium. See guys, one thumb rule you have to remember is we have already studied how to add this packages here, right? Just click on a plus, and I'm typing Selenium here. Install is a Selenium package. This is going to be my first package. And once after I install this Selenium package, the second package which I'm going to install now is HTML runner basically. So we do have an option to generate a detailed test execution report. Right, let us see what exactly that particular package is so that I can install that particular package. So that package is a HTML test runner. So go back here, HTML test runner is the package I'm selecting and I'm installing that. Okay, even we have already seen how to work on this HTML test runner. And the third package here is WebDriver Manager. See, this WebDriver Manager, if you remember, guys, in order to launch the browser without specifying the exe file, we have this package, and I am installing this package too. So these are the three packages which I want, and I clicked on I install. All the three packages got successfully installed, and I can see all the packages are here. Selenium, and then WebDriver Manager, and HTML Test Runner. These are all the three packages which I am going to use, and I have added these packages. That's it. So we created a project and then we added a package to that project. Now the next point out over here is, as I told you that framework is having a structure. So if you remember the page object model concept, whatever we have discussed, okay, page object model concept, whatever we have discussed, guys, okay, in that page object model, we created two packages, one in which we are defining the page properties, and another we are defining the tests, the unit tests we are defining. So we are going to create those two packages, and additionally we are going to create few more packages. Guys, if you remember, we created a drivers package for our sample project where we placed all the project driver jar files or exe files in that, like a Chrome driver exe file, Firefox driver exe file. The same thing I want a drivers package. So here what I'm doing means I need a page package to store all page wise properties here, and then I need a tests package where I want to create my tests here, and then I need a drivers package where I want to specify all my exe files related to the browser here. And then we do have a reports folder we have created, HTML unit runner where we are running, it's going to generate a report. So we created a reports folder to store all the customized reports. And on top of this one, I need to create a screenshots folder where I want to capture all the screenshots here. Okay, all the screenshots here. And finally, I'm creating a utils package in which I will be defining all the project specific constants are here. In this example, I'm defining the constants, whereas moving further, if there is an explicit logic to retrieve the data from an Excel file, you can define it. If you need an extend report, a specific test execution report apart from this one, you can configure the code here. So utils is going to be a complete heart for our project. But in my framework, the sample one, whatever I'm creating, I'm just defining a basic package here in which I'm defining the constants class. Okay, let me switch back to my editor and create all the six packages what we have defined. I'm switching and I'm creating a directories, pages, tests, okay, pages, tests. And then once we are done with the test, then it's going to be screenshots. And once we are done with the screenshots, then reports, and then, you know, drivers, and five. One more package here which I need to add is utils. So right click, new directory, utils. Good enough. So let me switch to this project location. See here, the project whatever I have created is a framework demo 2. Right. So in my Selenium examples, that's the previous project what we have created earlier. Under the drivers folder, we have a Chrome driver and a Firefox driver exe files are there. Copy those two exe files from the previous project, and I am placing here within the drivers folder. So directly, whatever the drivers required for me, I'm just getting those drivers here. Okay, directly I'm just getting those drivers and I'm just placing those drivers here. And once after we got those two drivers, the next point of what we need to do is, okay, so once after we have created this script, the next point of what I need to consider here is I need to create all my tests are here, and then I need to define the page properties. See, one simple point, if you remember, is we created a page object model scripts. See here, we created this page object model script here. In this page object model, if you remember guys, okay, we created a test and we created a pages, and where in which we try to retrieve the content, right? The login test is getting executed on all the pages, right? That's what we have defined there. So what I'm going to do right now means copy these classes, the content, whatever the test is having, copy this content, and whatever the pages is having, copy this content and let's use it in our current project. See, the thing what I am doing means I'm just saving my effort. Whatever the stuff I have created previously, I'm just using that piece of stuff here. So I'm going to my project, which is Selenium examples, in which under the test we have one test, copy it, and I am placing the same here in my current project, which is a framework demo. Under the test package, I'm placing the test. The similar way, the framework, the previous example, it has a three different individual pages. I'm copying that and I am placing that in our pages folder. That's it. I have updated that. And now go to your current project and see the content in the test and let me modify that particular content. Okay, let me modify that particular content. See, as we have changed the packages, the importer will throw some issues. So that's the reason. Let me update this stuff. So I'm just trying to update this information here. Let us see. The pages is starting with a P in a lowercase. So I'm just trying to import it from a lowercase p. So these are the three which it needs to import from the pages. And here this is a page factory. I don't want to use it. So my intention is I just want to use it, uh, the login stuff. See here, the login stuff, what I want to do right now here is, so upon creating an object to that particular page, okay, see here the test login, it has an instance to these pages, and in the login page, I just want to use this piece of codes, which is the page properties itself. So I'm deleting this self. I'm deleting this stuff. So the pages have a simply the page properties. All the three pages has just the page properties code itself. And this test is trying to retrieve that the property file. Good enough. So guys, let me repeat the steps to avoid confusing. I'm just repeating these steps, guys. When we are studying page object model, we created pages and test, right? So whatever we have created in the previous examples, simply I copied them and placed in respective packages in my current framework. Okay, in my current framework, I just did the same thing. Whatever is there in the previous demo, I did it. And the example why I have made a modification is in this example, I tried some page factory. So I just deleted the unnecessary code here. And as of now, this contains only one test, which is a login to an application. Now, what I am doing right now means let me try to run this test and see. So, as I have created a login test, let me try to run this test. Definitely, it should work as it worked already in a previous uh, code. So, as I am using the same code base with a different folder structure, it should work. Login should work. Let us see. Okay, so it's not entering the username and a password. So let us see what exactly the issue here with this login. Okay, self dot login prop. Okay, let me see this login prop. See, this login property doesn't need any driver instance. Let me close it, and it has all the three properties. Whatever the properties are required, it has all the three properties. Copy them and place them properly. Okay, I just updated that information properly. And now run the test script. I understood what exactly the issue is. I noticed that there's that's issue might be with the tab spacing. So I deleted those properties and I placed them in a proper order. Apart from that, I haven't done anything with these changes. My script executed successfully. So here it has only one class which will just log in into an application. Now I'm uncommenting this logic. Okay, I'm uncommenting this logic now. So the logic here, whatever we have implemented for this test, I'm just uncommenting that piece of logic. See, you know, let me try to get this stuff. So I'm just uncommenting this piece of code, whatever we have created. That's it, nothing more than that. Once after we have already tried this one, how to uncomment this system. So now what I'm doing means select this whole thing, press tab so that everything will be properly aligned. Okay, so it needs to start from here. Okay, let me delete all the unnecessary things so that everything will be up to the mark. So here I'm just getting everything on pace. So here, so the only thing what I'm doing from the past a few minutes is whatever the script we have created earlier, I'm trying to make the script executable in the current scenario. That's the only thing what I am trying to do. Okay, so earlier I executed with only one test, and this time I want to execute the two tests and see whether I'm able to, my script is able to execute successfully or not. So after login, usually my Salesforce application will trigger a verification code. Hence, I'm logging into my Gmail application manually to get that verification code. Okay, so let me get that verification code. So I would like to log in into my Gmail prior to get my verification code. So I already logged into my Gmail, guys. So I just opened my Gmail screen, and now let me try to run this test here. So whenever I'm trying to execute my test here, it's launching the browser, and it will perform the desired operation. So manually I need to enter the verification code. Let me capture that code from the browser. So it triggered the verification code, and I need to get this verification code here from the browser, and copy this code and paste it in the program and click on a verify. My test script should execute. Guys, seriously, I haven't done anything differ. Whatever the page object model example we have created, the same thing I have updated here with few more packages. That's the only thing I have done. Okay, good. So let this script execute so that we will make a further more modifications. So the script got executed successfully. Okay, and in the framework too, we can see the reports. Okay, it got executed successfully. Good enough. So my script executed successfully here. And once this script got executed, so it already has a page object model. At the end, there is a integration to the reports. So what I am doing right now means I just want to store the report within this project under the reports folder. See here, the only thing it's going to change here is framework demo 2, and the reports folder we have already created here. So what I am asking is, whenever the test script is executing, generate the report and store it within this project itself. The report, whatever it is generating, I just want to store it within the same project itself. Now I'm trying to open this one in the command prompt once. Okay, let me open it from the command prompt, and then so Python underscore this login test. Let me try to run this script, and it's having an issue from packages import module not found, no module, no pages. So let us see what exactly this issue is, and then we can run the test script from this command prompt. Okay, Seems there is some configuration issue because of which we are unable to run the script from the command prompt. But whenever we are here, we just add a configuration that always store the report in this specific file. So once the script got executed, the report will be storing out over there. And usually what we will do means once after the test script got created, at the end of the test script, we will be capturing the screenshot and we are going to store the screenshot within the project folder location itself, specifying that this script got executed successfully, and here is the reference for that. So here I'm just changing the screenshot login success.png. We usually specify the screenshots not only for the success, even if there are any failures are there, even we will be capturing the screenshot so that this will be helpful for the reference to understand the issue. Okay, so like this we can specify the screenshot as well. Now, when I run my test script this time, it should capture the screenshot and it should store the screenshot in the specified location. So let us see it's executing, and within the same project itself, under the screenshots folder, it should capture the screenshot. Okay, something it has some issue here, and so out of the two tests, okay, one test got a failed. Okay, check the response, find element by ID, and there is an issue in execution this test script, guys. Let us see. We were able to execute this script just a few minutes before, and now we are getting this issue. Okay, let's see that. Okay, it's having an issue in identifying an object with this title. Okay, that's fine. So as I have a captured screenshot for login, so let me comment this one for now. And I would like to capture the screenshot after login itself. Okay, I just want to capture the screenshot after login itself. So what I want to do right now here is, okay, so this is the screenshot command. So here screenshot and specify this one. Now I just want to run only the login method. I don't want to execute the other test. So when I run my test script this time, it should log in and it should capture the screenshots in the screenshot folder. That's a simple thing, guys. Usually after login, we are asking it to just capture the screenshots. So it's getting executed successfully. And in the screenshots, once the script got executed, it will be capturing the screenshots. See the updated screenshot, it captured here. So within the project itself, we are capturing the screenshots and we are using these reference. Okay, that's fine. And like this, we are defining the complete project. And once after we are done with this complete project, like earlier, you can upload this project to your Git repo by using a name, a project name and a repo name. Click on a share. Automatically, it will be prompting us with the files what we need to commit. I just want to commit everything and click on an add. Automatically, this project will be added to your repository. So this is the way how to create a sample framework and how to customize the classes and how to use it. Okay, guys, cool. That's all I have. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.